only puzzle pieces that are together are the ones that your boss has put together for you. Everything else is just sitting there waiting to come together, but no one has told you how to do that, or how to put those pieces together, because your boss is really only talking from his own vantage point. Like, here's my product, sell it. I mean, why would he think to talk to you in any other voice or from any other vantage point but his own? If you started a business, you would do the exact same thing. But if from an outsider whose business is completely focused on getting the two parts of this business, the three parts of this business actually, to work together so that everyone has a better experience and gets more out of each and every interaction, then I can see the pieces that are right in front of you, just a fingertip away, that all you have to do is move a couple of pieces and you will have one big, beautiful picture after you put all the pieces together. So there's that thought. Here are the pieces that you can put together. Now, when I say suck the life out of that job, that's what I mean. Why are you settling for just a paycheck when you can be making connections that will give you that energy at the end of the day, that maybe connections that will help you in the future with your children? Like, I can't even fathom the possibilities. It could be play dates, it could be a relationship, a friendship that grows from that ends up a letter being written to the dean of a college and getting scholarships. I can't even imagine, but I can tell you what's not going to happen if it's not going to happen if you continually experience your customers as a protege or as an arm of your boss, as just somebody who's selling products. Your relationships that are building because of you. That's what gives you the possibility to have that letter written in 10 years. That it's you reaching for the door and opening the door for somebody and greeting them and getting them in the door. Yes, it definitely helps your boss, because your boss is going to say, oh my gosh, this is a customer service employee that's going way above and beyond. But, like, how many times have you ever seen a customer service employee reach for the door for somebody, or help somebody with their coat, or ask to check their packages because it's raining and you don't want them wandering around the store lugging these packages around? All these things they're doing are actually giving you an opportunity to get that customer's name and start building a relationship. Meanwhile, your boss is blown away. That makes your life easier. That's one more puzzle piece that's actually getting closer to being part of the finished picture. Your customer is now blown away because he or she is just floored by how he's experiencing this brand. It's so much more than he expected. And you don't know whether you're going to have a relationship, some friendship, some long-term, maybe a Christmas gift from this customer. But you don't know any of these things if you just stand still and experience your store as an employee of your boss. You're not. You can completely experience this store, whether it's Walmart, whether it's dry cleaner, a dry cleaner, a gas station, and I didn't say that disparagingly. I'm just saying it's not the typical place you would think of extraordinary customer service. If you can produce extraordinary customer service in any place, you are going to be the shining star and start making connections and start sucking the life out of that job and creating so much more than just a paycheck for yourself and money for your kids. Your time is going to be so much more spent, more well spent, and it just kind of catapults onto itself or redoubles itself when you start doing some things that are really extraordinary for customers, word gets out, and you're going to start becoming this person, this go-to person, and then you're going to want to become this go-to person. And the relationships that you can create just because you work in this store or in this spot, it's amazing. And all you're doing is what your boss would love for you to do in the first place, but he just doesn't have the way to train you or tell you how much more you can get from his business. Excuse me, pollen season. So anyway, that's my 5-minute thought for today, which is actually now 5 minutes and 45 seconds. I'm going to put my link down below. It's my website, and you can learn so much more there the things that I talk about, I put into like a real quick do-it-yourself, learn at home kind of format, and that's in my website. And I also have a book, which is, of course, restaurant geared, so it's all about employees that are tipped, but you can definitely get a lot out of that book, even if you're not a tipped employee. And then on top of it, once you get the book, you can sell it to your boss and tell him that the other employees should be using this book, because there's a workbook in the back of it that he can just turn around and give to the other employees, or even photocopy the back pages, and have the employees that work around you start learning these things too. And imagine what kind of environment that would be, especially if you're like in a pool house, or if you all have to work together to accomplish goals. You won't be alone anymore fighting upstream. So you have no idea how much more you can win by just putting the extra effort into your own business, treating this like your own business. Like, these people are my customers, my personal customers that I want to come back in here for life. And the more you do that, the more you have customers that you love seeing and love seeing you, and they give you so much energy. You're not wasting time talking to the customers that are ornery and short-tempered. Your coworkers get that honor. Sorry, coworkers, but you didn't see this video first. Okay, that's my 5-minute thought for today, which is now more like 7 hours. Sorry. The link is down at the bottom. I'll put the link to the book too. But sell it to your boss so that you make your money back, and just keep winning from this job. Keep winning and getting from this job. Your paycheck, this idea, this video that you're seeing now, I hope it inspires you to start making connections with your customers that will lead to lifelong relationships with them, that give you things for your kids, that give you energy, that give you Christmas cards at the end of the year, that open up doors for you in other ways that you can't even imagine right now, that make your boss think so much more highly of you, and all these different things that can happen. But it can only happen if you start putting your best foot forward and looking at this business as your own. You can create your own little business inside of your boss's business, by treating your customers like they are your own. So do it. Bye. Sorry this is so long.